Lucian Finney, and this is part 3 of my interview with Dr. Ron Paul. In this part, we're going to be talking about libertarianism and anarchy. Watch till the end to find out if Ron Paul thinks anarchy is dangerous.
So now I'm going to move to our next subject, libertarianism and anarchy. So you recently spoke at Anarchapulco, and I was there too, and yeah. So did you enjoy it there?
Did you say enjoy?
Yeah, did you enjoy it there?
Well, I go. I've been there about 3 times or so. I enjoy it because of ideas, but talking with people who have the same concerns that I have. But there's a lot of us out there that have concerns, but each and every one of us don't, necessarily agree on all the solutions. But the most important thing is to have freedom of discussion and planning. And right now, today, if you happen to disagree, like in medicine, and with this lockdown with COVID, they were firing the doctors for suggesting there was an alternative to what the conventional wisdom was on medicine. And I think the people that were being accused of doing something wrong, they were right. So yes, it's a very, very difficult to figure it out, but the more government you have, the more difficult it's going to be. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. What's the difference between libertarianism and anarchy?
Well, just in degree, because if you have total anarchy, you have no government. And if you have a lot less government is one thing. Some people are, willing to have some government. But the big thing is people think of anarchy, that they even accuse, now libertarians aren't necessarily anarchists, but they don't like the government, and people say, oh, we don't want to get near you. But the whole thing is they think there will be no government. But I believe in government. I believe in government, which is self-government. First, you have to learn how to govern yourself and obey some rules and laws that that are right and proper. So it's a government that comes locally. If you govern yourself, and you have to decide what you're all about, and that's where parents become very important, and their spiritual life is very important, and then the governance comes from something other than the government. So it's voluntary. Yourself, your family, your friends, your church, your local community, and people will say, well, what's the federal government going to do? What's the UN going to tell us to do? Well, that's the kind of government we don't like, because it's a bunch of politicians. And the politicians generally get misled, and they get to the point where they actually believe they know what's best for everybody. And a libertarian and most anarchists believe the individual ought to decide. As long as it's voluntary, the big thing is, if you have control of your own life and you're making your own decisions, if it doesn't go well, then you're responsible anyway. You can't say, oh yeah, I'm for freedom and I want to start a business, but it went broke. I want the government to bail me out. And that doesn't work. If you're going to be in charge of yourself, you have to have opportunities, but you can't accept somebody else to take care of you if it doesn't go exactly as you want it to.
Yeah, I think you'd be a great governor.
Pardon me?
I think you'd be a great president.
Well, who knows?
Yeah. Do you think anarchy is dangerous?
Well, I don't believe in anarchy. I believe what I just described, that the governance is individuals. It's going to be dangerous if nobody has any rules, if they don't believe in a higher law that you shouldn't lie, cheat, and steal and kill. If the people didn't believe in that law, it'd be very dangerous. Everybody would just, everything they want, they kept shooting each other. But in anarchy, you can't get away with that, because everybody has the right of self-defense too. So no, anarchy itself isn't dangerous. For some people, it's going to be very risky, because they might not be successful. And they've been our country, we've conditioned people to believe that if you're having a little trouble getting by, you have to ask the government to take care of you. But if once you start asking the government to take care of you, then the government tells you exactly what you're able to do and not do, and what kind of school you're going to have, and what kind of books you can read, and all of that. That would be very bad. It'd be very dangerous. So that's too much government that I worry about being dangerous, not anarchy.
Yes.